Story time! As all of you know by now, I am a huge skater kid at heart. But what some of you might not know, although I'm pretty sure it's clear at this point, that I am a gigantic nerd. I religiously play Dungeons & Dragons multiple times a week, and it is the only activity, besides my family, that has taken over skateboarding for a while. With all the D&D talk in the media lately, you may have heard of a little show on Twitch called Critical Role, where a bunch of nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons & Dragons. Just like that. I found this show back in 2015, which I was instantly captivated by it and the game itself, which has taken over my life since. One thing I've noticed in the past 5 years is that Critical Role has helped me in various aspects of my life. However, I never thought it would actually help me with skateboarding. In the newest campaign is a character named Beauregard Lionette, who was played by the incredibly talented Marisha Ray. Beauregard, which they just call Beau, is a monk, which basically they are a kung fu master for my skater viewers. She gets an ability where she can do 2 extra attacks per turn, which she normally signifies she's doing by going
pop pop,
go for it.
Pop pop with my fist and go pop pop.
Remember that. That is important. Briefly changing directions of the story, I have been skateboarding for what I would say is collectively 15 years or so, and that's just a rough estimate. My first year of college, I saw Jimmy Carlin do a laser flip, and it was so foreign and weird to me because it didn't look like your traditional skateboarding tricks. For those D&D viewers that clicked on this video, a laser flip is when the board does a 360 in a counterclockwise motion, and it also does a heel flip at the same time, which is when the board flips away from your body. It threw me off so much when I saw it because it looked like a mirror image of an easier trick called a 360 flip, which is literally the same thing, but it flips and spins in the opposite direction. What makes the laser flip so much more difficult is because the 360 flip stays right there underneath you. The laser flip goes way back behind you. Regardless, with how weird it looked, I absolutely had to learn it. Fast forward about 8 years of working on it and getting a few really bad ones that technically didn't count. But as I was trying them a few weeks ago, by the way, I was trying them switch because they just kind of make more sense to me that way. I don't understand why, they just kind of do. And again, for the D&D viewers that don't know what switch skateboarding is, it is skating with your non-dominant foot in front. Basically, it is writing with your non-dominant hand, so apply that feeling to skateboarding, that skating switch. Anyway, I was working on them and I got this attempt here. Technically it. And I noticed a strange feeling. Not a literal feeling, but a figurative one in my legs. The amount of force needed to actually spin and flip the board all the way around and keep it underneath you was a very, very delicate balance, which is why this trick is so difficult. But this one attempt, I felt my legs almost snap in these specific directions. Some would almost say they popped in those directions. And before long, every time I would set up to do this trick, I would think in my head,
Pop pop!
It took me a moment, but after about 3 or so attempts of doing it this way, that pop pop in my head was replaced with Marisha Ray's voice going,
Pop pop! Yeah, pop pop! Pop pop! Pop pop!
And that there was the secret that helped me. See, as long as I set my feet up like this, all I have to do is get the board leveled in the air and give a pop in this direction with my back foot and a pop in this direction with my front foot. As long as I kept my balance in the center of the board and did it at the same pace as Marisha Ray going,
Pop pop!
Magic would happen. The thing that thoroughly confirmed this technique for me was that it even worked in my regular stance too. So I want to take this moment and say thank you, Marisha Ray. It is because of you that this 8-year battle is coming to an end. Now, it is my time to roll.